Welcome back to Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, and in this episode we're going to start trouble missions. But first, I'm cooking me a heart-filled cake, and the reason why I'm cooking me a heart-filled cake, Chapter 5. Just Chapter 5. Because the thing is, heart-filled cakes you can actually use outside of battle, because if you use them inside battle, they have a slight little effect to them. Yeah, they will restore 20 FP. The problem with that is they'll also soften you. So, and by soften I mean they'll lower your defenses. So it's best to use a heart-filled cake outside of battle. It'll definitely come in handy. Anyway, now that we've gotten that, let's head to the Trouble Center. Since we already have a cake mix that I spent a lot of money converting it to piantas on, I'm going to hop on this Yoshi, and I'm going to go straight to the Trouble Center. Yeah, we basically got a long part. This one's a beefer, because I'm taking care of the troubles at the end of Chapter 4. Let's see, let's take care of Merlee's first, since she's the one that needed the heartful cake recipe. And she's not too far from where we need to go. In case you're wondering who Merlee is the person that gives you the curses. And her mission is for you to go to Petalburg to find Toasty in order to get the recipe for the heartful cake. But you also need a cake mix to do this. Also, by Chapter 6, it's best to leave some item slots open. On the other hand, by Chapter 6, I'll also do the Pit of 100 Trials off screen. Well, not the whole thing, just up to Pit 50, yes. But anyway, I'm heading straight over to the person who gives us the curses, Merlee. Now, as I was saying, I will show off the prices for the 30th and the 40th floor, but I'll also show off getting the strange sack, which is the prize for the 50th floor. And the strange sack, mind you, actually will hold 20 items instead of 10, which is good because the rest of the Trouble Center demands that you actually have some room for items. Oh, and let's not forget, it's not just the Trouble Center that may demand it. I do believe... wait, no. Yeah, actually, it's the Trouble Center that basically demands all of the items. And since we have this free teleporter, we don't have to run all the way over to Petal Meadows. We could just come into the teleporter and come to Petalburg. Now then, to find the house of Toasty. Because that's General White's house, I think. I'm more than sure. Nope, back up. We passed up Toasty's house. It's the opposite direction. Hey, what are you doing? I can't believe I just did that. Yeah. I just got bit by piranhas. I should feel ashamed of myself. Anyway, let us head over to Toasty's house and get the ingredients that we need. And this is her house right here. Yeah, like I said, give me some time. I sometimes forget some things. Other times, I don't. But here's the recipe that you needed. And I just showed you how to make the heart-filled cake. So now all you gotta do is tell Merlee. And mind you, heart-filled cakes are not that easy to make. The spike powder is pretty expensive, as is the point swap, in order to make the ruin powder. Not just that, the cake mix itself, that's expensive too, as it costs 6 piantas. That's about 24 coins, to say the least. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I think I know what I'm doing. Since I got Vivian, now I can go and get this badge here, which is the Spike Protection Badge. Come on. And that's what happens when you try to run on those spikes. Yeah, that's stupid. And dive. Run and dive. And run and dive. Come on, let me wait, because I think I missed up the pattern a little bit. And run and dive. Whew! Get used to that, because guess what? That's gonna happen in the next chapter. I promise you. Wait, that didn't even hit me! I guess. Run and dive. Run and dive. Just get used to that. Like I said, the later chapters will have this sort of thing. And it'll come to the point that you'll have to actually use Vivian to survive that area. So yeah. We're almost out of here, and let us go straight to Merlee. I mean, I did happen to detour to get the Spike Protection, but in case you're wondering what Spike Protection is, it allows Mario to jump on to spike enemies. At the same time, if we get one for the partner, it'll allow the partner to jump on spike enemies as well. Although Koops doesn't need it because of the fact that Koops actually has protection in his shell. And since we... Oh, and in the case of Merlee, since we got Cake Mix, we could just give it to her. And that'll be our trouble. So we'll only get 30 coins, which will only compensate for the Pianta spent on the Cake Mix. And 6 extra cents, that's it. Because, actually, the Spike Powder and the Point Swap is actually 40 coins. Just thought I'd let you know. So, yeah. There's that. Since we solved that trouble, now we can get started on another trouble. And if the troubles are too boring, you can always wait for the next episode, because I will start on Chapter 5. However, you will miss out on me actually using the map to find the next location, because that is important too. So, let's go to the next trouble, and that one I'm going to use I'm going to get the question mark trouble and get that one out of the way. Because the newsletter is rather annoying, as is Pine Tea's trouble. So, question mark it is. Let's get him. So, all you have to do is meet the poster on the roof of Zesty's shop, and the only way to get there is by going through the end. So, with that said, you'll figure out why exactly Chapter 3 was the last time we see of Miss Mouse. Oh, as interesting as as interesting as Luigi's stories may be, I'll postpone that till the end of the part. This is actually pretty funny. And now, we run into Ms. Mouse, as she's the one, sorry, I almost called her a him, who sent this trouble. And the trouble is, we gotta go back to where we last fought Hooktail and get a badge that happens to be hidden in the tower where we fought Hooktail. So, this is where I actually will be able to cut out the backtracking because it's not... Oh, it's actually a longer distance than what I have to deal with. Excuse me. But, still, it's a longer distance from, Oh, there was a star piece up there. I can't believe it, there was a star piece up there. But anyway, as I was saying, Miss Mouse's trouble is a longer distance than what Marlee's trouble is. So let's go over to Hooktail's castle, shall we? And this is where we need to be. Right where we fought Hooktail. Use Flurry. And this will uncover the hidden treasure chest, which holds another sound effects badge. I will spare you all the trouble to not put it on. Anyway, back to Miss Mouse. And we are back. Now, let us actually talk to Luigi to see what's going on here. So he's in Circuit Break Island. No, he went to Circuit Break Island. And he finally got a compass piece from there. Seriously, Miyamoto needs to make this a game. Anyway, this incredibly long story is basically being a parody of Mario Kart, and also one of the many racing games in the Mario Party series. Not to mention, one of the trophies they had was... the trophy actually was the Marvelous Compass. But there is one thing that was added in here. He actually drove a supercharged cart, and the vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. Well, those vehicles armed with missiles and bazookas actually is a shout out to Diddy Kong Racing, which actually had missile launchers and bazookas in the weapons select. I mean, the weapons balloons, sorry. Unfortunately, Luigi broke the car, and now the Buzzy Beetle with the wrench on his back, is trying to get the coin price from Luigi, which is 5,000 coins. Yes, 5,000 coins because he crashed the cart. Oddly enough, this game could tell the future because I do believe one of the carts in Mario Kart 8 is exactly 5,000 coins, which is oddly hilarious. So he's getting closer to the end of his adventure, whereas I'm getting only 3 more chapters left to the end of mine. Man, you're lagging, Luigi. So with that said, Mario finally woke up from his slumber, and of course, Torque is pissed to the max that his court has been destroyed. Like I said, folks, Luigi will write a novel of all the adventures he had, but every single one of the partners Luigi has with him didn't actually join him out of the kindness of their heart. They all have some sort of vendetta and grudge. Bluey wants to beat him up. I forgot what the hell that Cherry Bomb's name is. He wants to keep her from wearing a dress, and this guy here wanted to charge him 5,000 coins for the car he destroyed. But nonetheless, we're here with Miss Mouse, and we gave her the badge. And because we gave her the badge, she reveals that she was the one who hid the badge in the first place. Since we've got the badge without having to use some sort of tracking device, hint hint, to find it, she'll now actually join the party. Which will explain why after Chapter 4, Ms. Mouse is nowhere to be seen, because now she's available as a partner if you want to get her, which will explain why there's 42 shine sprites. Because there's 6 for each party member, and you have a total of 7. And with that, we permanently get Attack Effects B, and we not only that, we permanently get Miss Mouse. Flirtation and all. Now, Miss Mouse is your tracking device. When not in battle, Miss Mouse can actually sniff out secrets. Not only secret stars, but also star pieces, sorry. She can also sniff out hidden chests, she can sniff out hidden shine sprites, and she can also sniff out hidden blocks. Meaning you'll have no excuse to be lost, because Miss Mouse will point in the direction where the hidden item is. However, Miss Mouse is one of the more prominent uses of the game because of the fact that she can steal items from enemies, and at the same time use an armor-piercing slap. Literally, an armor-piercing slap. And there's a lot of defensive players in this game, so yeah, Miss Mouse can definitely help you. As you can see here, Miss Mouse actually is pointing to another star. Peace, actually. And you can tell where the piece is headed, or where the piece is, by the direction of where her snout is pointing when she sniffs. Oh, and this is all her stuff from her bag shop. Since she's no longer running the bag shop, she's got somebody else doing that for you. I think you get a discount if you have Miss Mouse, as your party member. I'm not sure. I'm still gonna look into that. But for right now, the next thing we gotta do is Mayor Dower. Oh boy. What we need to do is actually take a silver club letter and pass it around between old people. So let's go to Twilight Town. I hate this place. Let's talk to Mayor Dower, shall we? And of course, Mayor Dower's happy you're doing this for him. Of course, he's talking about all the wonderful things that the Silver Club letter has, but his hip is terrible, apparently. At first it would be believable, but let's go back to, not Twilight Town, but rather let's go back to Bogley Woods. At first it would be believable, but once you get the second message to, the puny elder, well, she mentioned something about taking a revitalizing Fountain of Youth bath. Meaning she could actually take the, well, seriously, she could take the slip there herself, but she apparently has a hernia. Which is retarded. Not retarded, more like a con artist type thing. You can tell that most of the old people are screwing you over. This is almost as bad as Koopacoot. Yeah, almost as bad as Koopacoot. And trust me, Koopacoot is definitely an asshole in some regard. Until you finally finish all of his, errands. But by then, you'll be infuriated. So, now let's speak to Mayor Dower, and let's see what his excuse is. And yes, he's still calling me Murphy. So, since we got the Silver Club routing slip to, him, he's got a super blood pressure gauge. And now we gotta take it back to Twilight Town. But unfortunately, all of a sudden, he caught a cold. Yep, they are using me. I have never been so used in my life. So, with that said, let's go back to Twilight Town. Oh god. This marathon's annoying. So let's go over to Bear Dower and get our reward. And for delivering the letter from old people who supposedly is sick and injured, even though they do some really questionable things, we get a reward of 30 coins. Seriously, they have a slogan, age what? And yet they use their age to get Mario to do their bidding. Whoop! You guys are dicks. That just leaves only one last trouble. But first, let's see what's in here. Oh, that's nothing. Well, let me show you something first. Once we get in here, when you're going to Twilight Town, instead of going the opposite direction, jump across this platform and those platforms, and you should come right here. And in this treasure chest should be a soft stomp. Something tells me I may use that in next battles. Anyway, now it's time for the more aggravating trouble mission. And this one is indeed aggravating. Because this trouble mission is in the pit of 100 trials. And here is where we need to go. Well, I just jump cut till we get to the pit. So all we need to do is talk to Pine Tea and find Pine Tea Jr., sorry, and find Pine Tea Senior. No, Pine Tea Senior. Pine Tea Senior. Sorry, and get him out of the 20th cloister. In order to do that, however, we'll be fighting Gloombas, or Dark Goombas, whichever one you want to call them first. They're more powerful than the original Goombas. I think a jump would suffice. Oh, and there is the power of the spike protection, meaning I'm able to do something like that to Espania. But anyway, we beat that Dark Goomba. Normally it would give us a lot of points, but unfortunately, since we're at a higher level, we don't get much. I mean, we're like level 13 by the time we finish Twilight Town. And now we've got another enemy. And what do we have here? An enemy we're gonna bypass. Anyway, I went down a couple of levels. Actually, no, this was the second level. So, all I had to do was talk to this guy who skipped me down a couple of levels for some coins. You'll run into him in certain levels. But if you don't want to actually, no, actually I went down 5 levels, sorry. But if you didn't want to actually fight, you can just talk to him and go down a couple of levels. And now that I got the Sleepy Stomp, we can just continue. And this is the Paragloomba. Oh, it used to be a Paragloomba, but then I just took its wings. Now then, let's ground pound this thing. Oh god, I cannot wait till I, ultra rank these guys. But that's gonna have to wait until after I, get the upgrade to do that. But for the time being, the Paragoombas are just like the Goombas, except they don't charge. Like the Hyper Goombas. They're just hard hitting, that's all. And you'll be running into a lot of them, as well as some Dark Koopas on the way down. And a lot of other difficult bosses. Which is why this area is one of the more difficult areas in the game. Yay! That thing! Unfortunately, my hammer alone won't actually do much damage to it. Now, if this was the Ultra Hammer, on the other hand, well, those things will be hurt. But thankfully, it's not. I've got the, Quick Hammer that will actually help me out with that battle. Excuse me. And, of course, you will be getting a lot of coins, but chances are I'm going to end up spending them. Oh, I'm just in level 12. So, let's go a little bit deeper. Hey, what's this? Wow! I did not expect this. And we go down 5 paths. I didn't want to go down 10 paths because of the fact that I may inadvertently miss him. So, we're gonna have to defeat this Pokey first before we can actually rescue him. We're in floor 18 right now. Or floor 17, one of the two. I guess I could use the Quick Hammer. And that should take care of the Pokey, but unfortunately it doesn't. So let's gulp it. Oh, I don't need to gulp it. Actually, I could use a Honey Shroom, yes. Well, I'm gonna be taking some damage, but for the most part, at least I can recover some of my flower points. No, stop that. And wait a minute. Why are you doing this? I don't need a curse power-up. These guys don't deserve one. Oh well. For the win, I guess. And since I beat these Pokey at Glitz Pit, well, I only got 1 point. Honestly, if I had that one equip that would actually allow me to kill off the random encounters, it wouldn't work. Even though random encounters like that would be instantly snuffed. I need to find that badge, though. Anyway, since we beat the Pokey, we can get Pine Tea Senior and get him out of here. Oh, look. We've ran into a cloud. Gee, what should I do? I guess I can 1, ground pound it to oblivion, and 2, use the jump on it. Oh crap! I might as well just finish this thing off, because I'm almost out of this place anyway. Oh, you're not getting me this time, scenery. Oh, but we somehow managed to get to level 13. No, wait, we were at level 12. Now it's at level 13, never mind. So we somehow managed to get to level 13, and now we got another level. I got confused in my levels, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, I am at level 13 now, and I up my flower points. Oh, and until you actually rescue Pine Tea, he's gonna be running around panicking. And since we got to the 20th floor, Pine Tea is out of this pit of 100 trials. But let me warn you all, we will have to make several trips here. Not just for, oh, that's the entrance back, by the way. Not just for items, but also for the Trouble Center as as a Trouble Center for, the second to last chapter has you going deep into the pit of 100 trials just to remove graffiti. I think it's one of the last Trouble Center missions. So, because we rescue Pine Tea Sr. for Pine Tea Jr., we get a silver card. And that should do it for all the trouble missions. And I'll worry about them all until Chapter 6. And since we solved that trouble, now it's time for us to go to the pedestal. Well, the 1,000-year pedestal, I guess. Let us see our next location. And as you can see here, we already are halfway done. Actually, more than halfway done. Because we got 3 more stars left. And magic map, do your, well, magic. Of course, we're going to be going to Keyhole Keys. This was actually a pretty decent one, to say the least. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's kind of a breath of fresh air from Chapter 4. Yeah, it really is a breath of fresh air from Chapter 4. Yeah, there may be some backtracking, but not as bad as Chapter 4. So, we're going to have to talk back to Professor Franklin, not only about the location, but about the princess email. Yes, the princess's email. That's what I meant to say. And Gus should be already gone by now. And if he's not, well, I don't know what to tell you, because you actually need to defeat Gus in order to get to the east side. But anyway, that was written in Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually a spirit of an ancient demon? And those fiends want to use the power of the crystal stars to resurrect it? How bone-chilling! Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. As I told you, this treasure is not worth it. Well, come on, give it up, Prof. What did you find out? This is rather long, so you best listen well. All of you ready, and you there in front of the TV, listen up too. You listen up too. He just broke the 4th wall. Did someone power drive your head or what? I don't see any TV here, nutjob. Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that I read about in that book may well refer to this demon. It says that a monster destroyed a large town that once stood in this very area. This is so going to Wind Waker territory. It also says that 7 crystal stars were actually created by this monster. And that thing used the power of the crystal stars to try to control the world. Actually, this is going into Link to the Past territory. According to this book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes. Yep, certainly going into 4 swords territory now. But the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and they cast the evil beast into the depths of a vast maze and sealed the exit. Yep, that's actually 4 swords. That's 4 swords in a nutshell, because the demon in question is Vati. Anyway, from this I gather that the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil, so if they're all united, they can either seal it away or resurrect the demon. It seems who wields the crystal stars determines if they are used for good or evil. Oh, that's gonna be retconned by the end of this game. Hey, isn't it possible that we shouldn't gather these crystal stars? That's the best question ever. Even if we do find them all, someone could just steal them and use it to resurrect that monster. Maybe we ought to just stomp the heck out of them and throw the pieces away. That was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once in 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? That is so cliche, you know. The fact that those goons want the stars now may be coincidence, but maybe not. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nauts fail. Well, let's roll then. We gotta get the rest of those crystal stars. Where are the next ones at? According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keelhaul Key. Keelhaul Key? I'm none too familiar with the place, but I've heard some countless and savory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits of the hatred, evil creatures, things like that. I'm sure that the sea salts down by the harbor know more. You should head there first. And we will! And also pick up the scrap of paper, because you won't find Dupless's bio there. Well, not just yet. But in the meantime, I will save, and I will see you guys in part 32, where I actually get things gathered for our trip to Keelhaul Keys. But the actual trip will be in part 33. For now, I'll see you guys in part 32. This is RFman985.